International Humanitarian Law, IHL, also known as the law of war or the law of armed conflict, is rooted in the rules of ancient civilizations and religions. Since the beginning of its universal codification in the 19th century, states have agreed to a series of practical rules which strike a careful balance between humanitarian concerns and the military requirements of conflicts. Being part of the international law, the IHL seeks to limit the human suffering of armed conflict or violence. The IHL mandates the International Committee of the Red Cross, ICRC, to promote and develop this law even during peace. Therefore, the ICRC actively endeavors to disseminate and promote humanitarian principles in the society, especially within academic circles. This includes developing IHL curricula for universities, conducting university teacher training programs, and organizing events such as essay competitions and Henry Dunant Memorial Moot Court Competition.
International humanitarian law, in essence, seeks to protect those people who are not and those people who are no longer taking part in hostilities, and international humanitarian law seeks to regulate the means and methods of warfare, so the way in which hostilities can be conducted. Geneva Conventions and the additional protocols seek essentially to protect these categories of persons and to ensure that even armed conflict has certain limits and there's a certain degree of humanity even during war.
In 2001, the ICRC Regional Delegation for South Asia initiated the Henry Dunant Memorial Moot Court Competition with the aim of promoting better awareness of IHL among law students at universities throughout India. Named after Henry Dunant, the co-founder of the ICRC and the Red Cross and Red Crescent movement, the Moot Court Competition has now become a regular feature of the ICRC's activities in Asia-Pacific region. It starts with national-level competitions in each participating country. Then the regional competition, known as South Asia Regional Moot Court, takes place. The winners of this regional competition then compete in the Asia-Pacific Moot Competition, which is usually held in Hong Kong.
The ICRC started interaction with the academic circles of Pakistan back in 1998 for promotion of international humanitarian law. Since 2000 onward, the ICRC has been regularly organizing the national rounds of international humanitarian law moot competitions in order to identify and select teams who would represent Pakistan at the international Jean Pictet moot competition as well as regional Henry Dunant moot competition.
In Pakistan, the Moot Court Competition serves as a great opportunity for the future lawyers to test their knowledge of IHL and their ability to apply it in practice.
That is one of the most important things that we can teach students, especially law students, how to respond to comments coming from the opposing counsels, comments coming from the judges. And it's very easy to write something down on a piece of paper and read it out. But how do you argue? How do you present arguments? How do you try to win your case? And I think that is what this competition is teaching our students.
The event has a representation of leading law schools of the country, where participants have to prepare well in advance and analyze the case study based on the situation of an imaginary armed conflict. In such competitions, a court hearing is set up, where contestants argue in defense or prosecution before a panel of judges. In the national competition, teams consisting of 3 students and a coach undergo several rounds of answering IHL-related questions. The teams are tasked to write memorials prior to competing in a set-up court. The 3 days of competition are full of enthusiasm and efforts of the participants. There are high moments of argumentations, as well as the recreational breaks where participants discuss the subject with their fellow students and coaches. The renowned IHL specialists present as judges of the competition also take an active part in the activities. There are heightened debates in the courtroom among the contestants who try to put their best foot forward.
The first thing is as being put forward by the prosecution. It's a magistrate court.
This simply is illogical and irrational.
My Lord Simic points out that it would only be lawful if the movement was voluntary.
I have to admit that it's been a fantastic experience taking part in the Henry Dunant Moot Court. It's been particularly beneficial for our students for whom it was the first time that they were taking part in any moot court competition. And I feel that it's greatly contributed to the development of their skill set, particularly advocacy skills, and that really helped in their confidence levels. And of course, it's been great because international humanitarian law is a subject that's not regularly taught within the Pakistani curriculum. So it's been a great introduction to IHL, and we look forward to taking part in as many competitions as we can.
Through the intense competition, 2 best teams represent Pakistan at international and regional competition for South Asia.
I won the Best Advocate Award. I'm really thankful to ICRC first of all for allowing us the opportunity to come to this moot court competition. The judges have been a great resource and so inspiring in terms of allowing us to improve with every session that we had, and I'd say I've had the most memorable 2 days.
Ecstatic at winning this competition at the Henry Dunant Moot Court Pakistan National Round, and it was an amazing experience. We got to meet a lot of teams from all over Pakistan, and it was really a great experience and very well organized, and especially very well organized because we've been to a lot of competitions before, and this was a standout competition, and we're really thankful to the ICRC that they invited us and they allowed us to compete, and that we've won, and that now we're going to represent Pakistan in the South Asian round.
Students' efforts for this exercise received great appreciation and encouragement. The organizers try to broaden this opportunity by including more universities in the competition. This exercise contributes a lot in achieving the ultimate goal, which is to increase awareness and interest in IHL in academic and state institutions throughout South Asia.
As a country, Pakistan is party to all the 4 Geneva Conventions, and it is essential that law faculties and other academic institutions, they have proper courses on international humanitarian law, and competitions like these go a long way in creating awareness of international humanitarian law in Pakistan.
ICRC encourages all the law schools of the country to be part of this international event. It's a chance to expose their potential and also to interact with the leading experts in the fields of law. For details, please contact International Committee of the Red Cross, House number 12, Street number 83, G64, Islamabad. Phone 9251 282 4780.